very long time overdue. I'm really sorry about all of that. But I'm going to continue the series. Obviously, I've been getting a lot of positive review in regards to the series, so there's no reason why I won't carry it on. But let's get straight into it. Let's not get into politics. Been through a lot, but that's life, innit? So what I'm going to talk about today is about knowing your ranges and knowing what buttons to press at certain ranges, and this will in turn reduce your whiffing. Now, whiffing is the term when you throw out an attack which doesn't connect with your opponent. So a whiff would be I throw out down forward 2 and it completely missed. What isn't a whiff is if I throw out down forward 2 and it connects or it's being blocked. That's not whiffing. Now, why whiffing is an important part of Tekken and all fighting games in general is because whiffing leaves you open. If I do that, I'm open to eat a damage. Basically, he can hit me in my recovery as I'm recovering from that move. See, Jack has to take time to get back to standing normally, and in that time I can get hit. So what I'm going to talk to you about is how to reduce whiffing. Now, one of the things that I do is I know what buttons I can press at what ranges, because in turn, most likely, apart from if your opponent's sidestepping, that's another thing. What range you are depends on what button you can press. So I know, I go through my characters, so I know what buttons I can press at what distance. So you say if I'm here, I know I can press certain buttons. I can't press buttons if I'm here. Again, certain buttons, and obviously the ranges. So I'm just going to give you a quick little rundown. I use Jack, so let's go. So I know from this distance, everything, all my moves are going to hit. So I got access to all my pokes, my lows, all of that stuff. But as we say take a further, like get out here, now at this distance I know that I have limited access to certain moves. Like for instance, my down forward 4 will whiff, and I don't want to be. So this tells me that okay, if I'm at this kind of, you know, I think they call that one character range. I'm not good with the names. At this kind of range, I can't be throwing out that move down forward 4, because if I do that right in front of him, boom, electric wind god fist. That's 80 plus damage, all because I didn't know the range of my button. So that tells me, you know, I can't do that. But yeah, I still have access to my jabs. Jack has very long range jabs, so I still have access to that. Down 4, down back 1. It's a bit risky, but you know, at the right tip in it. Front crouch 1, I don't have. Full crouch down back 1, I don't have access to, so I can't use that move. So I know at that kind of distance, I'm gonna be probably going for the down back ones, the down 4, and that was a whiff, my bad. And it's 2 jabs, and this changes dependent on the character, because my jab range, well, Jack's jab range is normally long, but say if I'm bringing my tag partner from this kind of range, there's no way Elisa's jab is going to reach. So you see what I'm saying? You have to go through each character and kind of get an idea, just a general idea of what buttons you can press at what position. I'll bring Jack back in, so if I get a little bit further out, say about here, I know I don't want to be whiffing jabs in his face. Down forward 4, definitely not. Down 4, I've lost access. Oh, down forward 1 still works. Down forward 1, forward 1 is about here, or maybe not, but it's down forward 1. I still got a lot of access. I can access that, and then forward 4 and debugger. So as you can see, depending on the range is what moves I can press which will connect, and this will in turn, having like a general idea of this will in turn reduce your whiffing. So like I said, it's dependent for each character. So if I bring in Elisa, I'll go through hers quickly. Obviously up close I've got access to my pokes, but say from about this distance, now her jabs are going to whiff, so I don't want to do her jabs, but I still have access to like down forward 4, back 1, great poke, down back 3, greater poke, standing 4 even, you know, homing move, yeah. So I know, you know, range dependent, but from about here, then down forward 4, no, back 1, wow, that's really really long range. Probably I wouldn't really throw it. Yeah, probably I wouldn't really throw it out there, but because that looks a bit iffy. That, yeah, but down back 3, yeah, and then you know I think while running 2s and that. So you get the picture. You know, depending on what range I'm at, different buttons can be pressed to make sure they actually connect, because I don't want to be whiffing, say, like this here and that. So like I said, sorry for the long wait for this. It's been a lot longer than I wanted, but I'm gonna come back with this series because I'm gonna continue with this series, even though this game, I say, is coming to an end as the new installment is coming. But most of what I'm saying in all my lessons and tutorials can be applied to any Tekken, and most certainly can be applied to Tekken 7. So yeah, before I end this video, I want to give a shout out to my boy Spencer, because my stick broke and he lent me this one. So shout out, and shout out to Spaghetti Rip as well, because he lent me a stick as well, but I just prefer this one. But yeah, so thank you guys. The next one definitely is coming. It will be coming a lot sooner than, I don't know how long it's been, but thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side, man.